just wanted to post something. I haven't posted for a while, so I wanted to post something on a subject that I've been thinking of quite a bit of late, which is the result of a conversation I was having about a month or two ago. So the subject for this video is don't be the smartest guy in the room. Now you might think, why not? If I'm intelligent, now if I've got a valuable opinion to offer, then why shouldn't I offer it? Here's the reason. A couple of months ago I was talking to a former colleague. We had worked at the same company a few years beforehand, and while we were both there was a highly intelligent guy came in, and once he'd got his feet under the table, he was the sort of guy who, I'm going to say this, abused his intelligence. And what do I mean by that? Well, imagine you're in a room with this person, it's a meeting, you're discussing something technical, and there's a few different opinions and suggestions made. This guy would usually just trump all of them. And he could. He was an intelligent guy, very, very clever. Knew his stuff, still does. Now, the effect it had on me, even though I'd been in the company a lot longer than he had, the effect that started to have on me was it made me really kind of question my own abilities. It knocked my self-confidence. And I also felt that it wasn't only knocking confidence in myself, but I got the feeling that it was eroding other people's confidence in me. And I thought, if it's having that effect on me, maybe it's having the effect on other people. But I sat on it. I didn't do anything or say anything at the time. Ultimately, it got to a point where I left that company. Around the same time the redundancies were being made. And a few years passed. And eventually I got my path crossed this former colleague. And we were discussing things and picking each other's brains as to, what things we'd done since we'd worked at that company. And he asked me, why I'd left, and I was honest. I expressed the opinion I've just made. That wasn't the sole reason for my leaving the company, I'll add that. Certainly wasn't, but that was the way it made me feel. I'd always thought that perhaps it was just my distorted view of the situation, but he put my mind to rest that others had felt that way, both those who worked when we were there and others that had worked there since. So I guess the moral of the lesson, the reason I'm making this video, is that although it might make you, if you're one of these people, if you're one of these super intelligent guys or girls, although it may make you feel good to always have the last say, to have your opinions taken because maybe they are more valuable. Maybe your solutions are better solutions. But just think about the impact it has on others. Their opinions are not invalid. Perhaps their suggestions are not the things that you would necessarily do to solve the problem, but they may solve the problem all the same. Not being always the most intelligent guy or girl in the room means respecting others. You've got two eyes, you've got two ears, you've got one mouth. Look at what other people are bringing to the table. Listen to their opinions. And talk half as much. So sometimes just sit on your idea. If another valid idea has been offered, go with that. It doesn't mean you always have to hold back, but just temper things. And hopefully that will make other people feel better about themselves, and it will make other people respect you more. So that's my tuppence for today. Hopefully, this might strike a chord with you, either because you've been on the receiving end of somebody who's always cleverer than you are, or maybe because you're one of those people. Hopefully, this video just gives you something to think about, I'd really welcome your comments if you've got any. So please comment below, and hopefully it'll not be so long before I post my next content on LinkedIn. Bye for now.